Happy Earth Day, everybody! So today's video is part of a special Meatless Monday playlist in honor of Earth Day. So you guys all are thinking, Meatless Monday has to do with your diet, Earth Day has to do with the environment, what gives? When you eat a meatless diet, you also benefit the environment. Michael Pollan said that if every family in America ate a Meatless Monday diet, it would be equivalent to taking 20 mid-sized sedans off of our highways each week. That's pretty remarkable. I personally try to eat a meatless diet each Monday, and this playlist is going to be really helpful for you guys if you're not used to eating a meat-free diet, because it features some of my favorite YouTube channels and their best vegetarian recipes. So stick around to the end of the video to check out what other recipes you might want to try. So this is what a typical day would look like if you were to do a meatless Monday diet. So you wake up, stretch, get a big glass of water, have either a big bowl of oatmeal with some almonds or seeds and some fresh fruit. I also love to have a protein pancake and also a smoothie sometimes. All these options are meatless. A lot of my breakfasts, most of my breakfasts are meatless, so that's really not a challenge right there. When it comes to snacks, usually my snacks are meatless anyway. Again, I like to have about a handful of trail mix or almonds or cashews, a piece of fruit. You could do a mini Baby Bell cheese. Most of you probably are not used to eating meat in your snacks, so this really shouldn't be challenging. When it comes to lunch, some great meatless suggestions are having a cup of soup. You know, you could have butternut squash or even broccoli and cheese, maybe not the healthiest option, but you could do that too. When it comes to salads, which is what I like to do, I like to have a salad for lunch every day. If you're not gonna add protein, you can go ahead and top it with tofu. If you don't like tofu, then you can try doing sprouts, nuts, seeds, tempeh. They all have a good amount of protein in there for you to help you feel full while you're eating if you're not used to eating a meatless diet. Seeds, sprouts, and nuts and legumes, beans, are my go-to for salad toppings when it comes to eating meatless. Then when it comes to dinner, this might be probably your most challenging meal. One of my favorite Meatless Monday dinners combines some good for you leafy greens with some nuts or seeds, heart-healthy fat from an avocado. We have quinoa, some mushrooms, hummus, a lot of good stuff. So basically what I do is I take a look at what's in my refrigerator. There's this amazing vegetarian restaurant in Cambridge that has a bunch of different vegetarian bowls that are filling and delicious. So what I do at home is I try to recreate what they do. So you want to start out with a base, either something like quinoa right here. You could also go ahead and use lentils or bulgur, or you could do a combination, whatever you want, or even some brown rice. At Life Alive, they use the short grain kind, and it's really good. It's almost like it's farro. Next, you want to have a protein. Now you can go ahead and use tofu, or you can use legumes. We have garbanzo beans right here. You can also use some pepitas. These are raw pumpkin seeds. They're really good and they're high in protein for most seeds. Quinoa, of course, has some protein as well. Pea shoots and a lot of sprouts do have protein in them. They're a vegetable. For a cup of these, it's 30 calories and you do get 2 grams of protein in there. If you have time, go ahead and soak your beans. If not, obviously you can buy canned. Whole Foods also has them in the cardboard carton, so if you're trying to avoid BPAs, it's a good option for you. I also love mushrooms. Mushrooms are amazing. They have a lot of health benefits. They help prevent cancer, they're antimicrobial, and also there have been some studies that show that they aid in weight loss, as with most vegetables. And then here we have an avocado, heart-healthy omega-3s. These are really important. I talked about these in a recent video. It's like brain food. Don't be afraid of fat. I used to be before I learned everything, and now avocado should be your best friend. If you go ahead and you leave the seed in, I used this last night, you can save the avocado and it won't brown. If you take the seed out, that's when it's gonna go brown really quick. And then here for your dressing, at Life Alive, they have all these fun, different kinds of dressings that they use. Some are kind of soy-based or rather tamari based. I like to be simple when I'm at home, and I just use a store-bought hummus. And then a lot of times I will include a balsamic glaze. This is one of my favorite buys from Trader Joe's. And then I'll saute some leafy greens. I'll add some broccoli sometimes, asparagus. Really, you can't go wrong, whatever vegetables you have in your fridge. And then literally, you just combine them all. It's honestly, truly delicious. Sometimes the secret is in the little added toppings like the balsamic. They use a ginger namas shoya sauce, which is awesome, and you could also even add some hot sauce. But go ahead and experiment. If you want to add some cheese, you can go ahead and do that as well. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing how to eat a meatless diet. Don't forget to check out the other recipes at the end of this video for Earth Day to get some more suggestions. I have lots of vegetarian recipes as well on my website, so make sure you check that out. And to find the recipe for my favorite quinoa dinner, go ahead and click the link below this video. I'll see you guys next time.